morning. I am filming at the choreography house again today. Very excited to be here. So I am feeling kind of tight in my lower back today. And I just feel like I need to do some work on my back, my hips, my booty, my core. So I'm going to do a little warm up, and then I'm going to go through some lower body work and maybe some back work, we'll see, with a weight. I'm just using one 15-pound weight. Like I said, I'm feeling a little tight and sore today, so I'm not going super heavy, just adding a little bit of resistance. You can do everything that I'm doing without a weight or with gallon water jugs or cans. Whatever you have on hand will totally work, or you can just free ball it. I don't think that's really the phrase I meant. We're gonna go with it. I'm going with it. All right. Okay, shall we? Let's do this.
Starting with forward folds, legs shoulder width apart, bend the knees, straighten the knees, roll up. Inhale, arms up, and pouring over, bend, stretch, roll it up. Inhale, arms up, roll down, bend, stay down, take a little rock, stretch the hips up toward the ceiling. And roll up. Inhale, arms up. Flat back forward, drop the head. Bend and stretch. Walk the feet together. Wrap your arms around your legs. Pouring over from the hips. Bend both knees and stretch. Bend and stretch. A little deeper every time. Bend and stretch. Bend. Roll it up. Inhale, arms up. Flat back forward. Twist, open the right arm up. And switch, twist, open the other arm up. And down to the floor. Bend both knees. Swing it up into chair pose. And stretch up, stretching up. Inhale, arms up, sitting into chair pose. Little pulse, sits bones down. And stretch up. Inhale, arms up, sit into chair pose. Forward fold, drop the head. Stretch the hips up and walk it into downward dog. Take a little shift side to side. Walk it out to plank position. Take a little rock in your plank front to back and knees down. Cat-cow. Make little cat-cow circles, warming up the back and the hips. Circle back the other way. Back to cat-cow. Curl the toes under, press the hips up, find your downward dog. Take a little heel bounce. Walk the feet together. Take a little rock side to side. Walk the hands back to the feet. Hands behind the back, stretch, interlaced palms over the head. Take a little gentle look side to side. And coming to center, opening up the shoulders. Release the arms, bend both knees. Roll all the way up. And let's get started. Starting with a sumo squat, wide stance, dropping the sits bones down and up. We're keeping the chest lifted. You're holding the head of the weight in both hands. Wide stance, rotating the knees open, pulling up through the inner thighs on the return, squeezing the glutes at the top. Single weight narrow squat, squatting down, overhead press with the weight, unilateral movement. And switching hands with the weight, overhead press, sitting back, overhead press, breathing. Coming into a deadlift, holding the weight in both hands, flat back, pitching forward at the hip sockets, squeezing the glutes and pressing the hips forward to stand up. Careful here not to lock back into your heels or hyperextend the knees backwards, weighting the hamstrings by keeping the weight forward over the toes. We also want to be careful here not to round or hunch the middle of the back. Coming into a single leg deadlift. One leg back, one leg forward. Counterbalancing your upper body with your lower body. Trying to find one long flat line. Switching legs. And then I like to do the wobblier side again. So whichever side you found harder, go ahead and do that side again. Lunge, overhead press. Holding that single weight in both hands. Lunge, overhead press, step back together. Alternating sides. Keeping the chest lifted, dropping the back knee down into a 90-degree angle. Making sure you always keep your front heel on the floor. Keep the ribs knitted together. Keep the abdominals engaged. Coming onto the floor, bridges, pressing the hips up, squeezing the glutes, and rolling through the lower back to return. Bringing one leg up, bridge, pressing into the opposite heel, keeping the ribs closed, squeezing the booty, using the butt and the hamstrings to get the hips up. Switching legs. Both feet down, bridging again. Now bridge up, reach the arms up overhead and back, and take a big stretch rolling down slow through the spine. And again, bridge up, Reach the arms up overhead and back and roll slow through the spine, one vertebrae at a time down. And pull both knees in, take a little rock side to side. Take a little circle with the knees. Circle back the other way, releasing the lower back into the floor. Stretch the legs up and straddle stretch. Open the legs out. Take a little rock side to side, releasing through the hips. Release the legs. Take a little leg swing, spiraling, and gently rolling across the back to the other side, spiral. And spiral. Across the back and spiral. Returning onto the back.
Thank you for working out with me today. Have fun.